August has arrived, and it's unlike any other month we've experienced this year, and I will tell you why. There's a potent mix of pressure, purpose, and possibility rising from deep within the collective field right now, and I'm sure most of you feel it. It's a subtle feeling, but more we pay attention to it, more we notice that it's kinda like we've been familiar with it since forever, but we've been avoiding it because the Matrix programmed us that we need to work constantly, that we need to hustle and prove ourselves to others. So we've forgotten about the importance of actually tuning in and finding that inspirational pull that sometimes encourages us to slow down and do what gives us pace, what gives us clarity, what gives us confidence. So if you felt exhausted, disconnected, uncertain, or like your internal world doesn't match your external reality, you're not alone, my friend. But here's the truth about August. It's not the end, it's a turning point. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through what's happening energetically, what it's really asking of you, and how to align with this shift in the most powerful, grounded way possible. So, my friend, take a deep breath, breathe in, let it go, because we're about to reconnect to the rhythm of your soul, the clarity of your path, and the timeline that already holds your next level. So, how many of you are ready for that? If yes, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because every single day I'm bringing you this updates and guidance so you can stay focused on what truly matters and aligned with the timeline that holds the most abundance and coherent flow for you. So the energetic theme is contraction before expansion. August is ruled by paradox. It may feel like things are slowing down, but under the surface, your soul is rerouting everything. That's why I said at the beginning that there's a subtle feeling that feels unfamiliar but also familiar at the same time, because there were times when you truly lived by that feeling. Maybe in this lifetime you didn't, but you are becoming more familiar with this. We are in a period of soul level contraction, where the noise, the pushing, the old identities are all being stripped away, not to punish you, but to make sure that what grows next is aligned with the truth of who you are becoming. That's why most probably for most of you, honesty and truth in relationships and in any social interaction are as the highest priority. This is not the time to force results. It's a time to sense the timeline you're being called toward and to respond with deeper self-trust, not panic. Think of it like the moment before a wave crashes forward, it pulls back with intensity. But that backward motion is part of the momentum. That's why in previous months, some of you have felt like you're actually not making progress but moving backwards. You see, this is the part of the wave. This is the part of the motion. Sometimes we need to move back so then we can gain more momentum to move way further along our path. And maybe one mantra for you that you can even write in the comment section: what feels like a setback is setting me up for something I can't see yet. and internalize this, because there is no setbacks. Everything has a purpose in your life. And at this point, you may actually believe this. In the past, you would fight with that. You would say, oh no, it's not true. There must be something wrong. But right now, you've been through so much of, trial and error that you can easily believe that, because you've noticed the byproducts of setbacks. You've noticed that life rearranges things. So because it loves you, it protects you, because there's something so much better for you in front of you. And sometimes you're pushing yourself into not most aligned direction, and that's when life maybe gives you this kind of setbacks, so you can turn towards what's the most aligned with you. Key shifts that are happening this month are quite huge, but also subtle. I want to share 5 of them with you. The first one is the illusion of stagnation. You may feel like you're in a fog or losing motivation. This is a spiritual recalibration, not failure or exhaustion or any of that. It's recalibration. And I would encourage anyone that resonates with this, anyone that feels like you're a bit stagnant in your life, honor the rest. What does it mean? It means that you learn to be okay resting. Resting is not stagnation. Resting is recharging. Because your nervous system is being rewired to hold more light and less fear. Now, it doesn't mean that you just do nothing. It means that when you rest, you will receive maybe inspiration, maybe guidance, maybe clarity. There will be some ideas that if you would implement, you would create breakthroughs. And really pay attention to them, because they come from your soul. And they hold an incredible capacity to change your life if you will follow them. That's why I said the illusion of stagnation, because sometimes we feel stagnant just because we're walking the wrong path, the path that is not aligned with us. And when we learn to rest more, when we learn to slow down, we notice that we've been actually rushing with something that is maybe not so valuable for us. Then the second thing you need to know, the second shift that is happening, is return of the inner voice. You will begin hearing your intuition more clearly, but only if you stop outsourcing your decisions. Spend more time in silence and ask your heart before you ask the world. So there's nothing wrong if you seek some external guidance or advice or wisdom, but never outsource it. Always then go within and see if it is for you. Spend more time in silence. This is something that August will be really encouraging you. Then the third thing, revelations about relationships. This is huge. Some people may fade out. Maybe you've already experienced that. If not, in August, these things may be happening. And also some people may return. August tests whether you can release attachment or honor alignment. So one question that you could ask yourself is this connection fitting my truth or my trauma? This is a big question right now, because when you notice that you only say yes to a certain person because you're used to, because you don't want to hurt them, it's most probably that you're doing it out of trauma. When you do something out of truth, it will feel like freedom. It will feel like something was put off your shoulders, and it's very liberating. The fourth shift that is happening is energetic boundaries are becoming essential for us. You're going to feel more sensitive, but that's actually very important. because it is calling us to create detox from overstimulation. Whatever is causing overstimulation, maybe social media, maybe technology, maybe society, I don't know, maybe spending too much time with people you're not aligned with. Detox from overstimulation is very important because it helps us to become aware of more subtle forces that are actually the real forces. You see, we lived so much externally that we've completely neglected the reality of us that is actually spiritual one. And now so many people are actually detoxing from this kind of overstimulation so they can become more aware of what their intuition is saying, what their soul is saying, and what is their nature, who they truly are. So protect your pace like it's your purpose. You actually don't need to seek any other purpose than peace right now. Because when you enter this calm, coherent state, everything will become clear to you and you will know what to do. And then the fifth shift that is happening, quantum leaps through letting go. Powerful. Here's the paradox. The faster you let go of control, the quicker new timelines open. So write down one thing you're still gripping onto and practice radical release. It's not something complicated to do. You just look at the thing you're trying to control and ask yourself, how would you feel if you would not try to control it? If you would be completely, okay with whatever happens. That's how you let go. And then learn to be okay with whatever happens. That's when we gain this spiritual trust that universe has our back. It's not that we get a proof of it and then we trust. It's like we trust and then we gain a proof of it. Sometimes there's a breakdown, but then there's a breakthrough. But that's how we go through trial and error. And that's what we're learning. And this year is all about this. So August will be huge in teaching us how to let go, how to surrender even more. I know that so many of you have already quite mastered it, and those of you are experiencing very beautiful and interesting alignments right now in your life. And to those of you who feel like you are still controlling so much and holding on to so many things, don't feel bad about it. No, it's part of human nature. And we all learn in our own timing. So whatever is your timing, whatever is your pace of learning, love it, because it's yours, it's unique. So what is timeline anchoring then for the month of August? How to align with the highest possibility for you? Well, that's very interesting right now because August is giving you a chance to reset. Not with words, but with energetic precision. If you want to move into alignment with your highest timeline this month, which means the highest possibility that's here for you, here are 3 things to focus on. And please write them down and practice them because, well, none of this can work if you don't put it into work. That's how you integrate it and put it into action, right? So the first thing to do to align with the highest possibility is refine your frequency. Stop asking yourself, what do I want? And start asking yourself, who am I when I already have it? So this is something that's already familiar to those of you who are into manifestation. But if it's something new, if it's a new concept, just ask yourself, who are you? You as a person, as an expression of yourself. When you have a life of your dreams, who are you? Are you in love with life? Are you feeling free? Are you happy? Are you a person of integrity? Are you relaxed? Are you feeling like, I don't know, blissful or whatever? And then become that you in the present moment. So you don't just become it. You ask yourself, what are the habits of that you? What's the body posture? What's the language? Like what words you use when you speak? And you will soon become clear on who you don't want to be anymore. So you will gain clarity around habits you want to leave behind, around language, certain words you want to leave behind, certain relationships you want to leave behind. That's how you refine your frequency. So if this information feels like it's repeating to you, it's only repeating to you because maybe you are still learning it. Like you know it intellectually, but you haven't embodied it. Because those who are embodying it, they don't say, oh, it's repeating. They say, oh, thank you for a reminder. I needed to hear it again. That's the difference. Those who are not embodying it, they say, oh, it's constantly repeating. You see, now you know. The second thing to do to align with your highest possibility is to protect your energy. Your power this month doesn't come from output. It comes from clarity. Detox your digital space. Declutter your environment. Be mindful of who has access to your field. That's why so many of you for quite some time have been feeling like you need to cut certain people off. You need to stop saying yes to all the events in your life. And many of you are becoming quite precise around what you truly want to invest yourself into. And some of you may feel like you're in a period of solitude, and that's actually completely aligned with this time. So enjoy it and may it serve you to the highest possible degree. And the third thing to align with the highest potential right now or possibility is to choose with boldness, not fear. So August asks you to decide, do you keep waiting for permission or do you take the first step even without a guarantee? This is huge because when we are willing to make this kind of first steps, we are showing to the universe that we are ready. But, you know, when it comes to this kind of leap of faith, we need to know that this is our thing, that this is what I need to do. Like, when I've started painting, I needed to take a leap of faith, and that's when everything started slowly evolving into what I'm doing today. And for that, you need clarity. That's why, as you see right now, August is all about letting go, finding greater connection with this subtle force of clarity, coherent energy that's moving through all of us. So remember this, the new world doesn't come from waiting, it comes from choosing and becoming the proof of a different reality. That's what actually teaches others of what is possible. So this month, your nervous system is your anchor. And here are 4 supportive practices to keep you rooted and clear. The first one is sunrise or sunset grounding. Practice this in August. Spend 10 minutes barefoot outside, visualizing any tension draining into the earth. And I can promise you that at the end of August, you will feel so much more aligned, so much lighter, and most probably more connected. The second is water recalibration. Use water to clear energetic residue. Try a cold shower if you're into that. Maybe ocean swim, or maybe a soul bath with intention, or just shower with intention, or swimming in a river. Like where I live, I'm constantly going to swim into the river. And every time you do it, just set an intention. I release what no longer serves my evolution. And it's very powerful because you can almost feel like certain energy leaves you. Practice this in August because the energy that's present will, it works through you the most beneficially when you use intentions. And Therefore, water will be very supportive during this time, especially when you practice this kind of maybe rituals intentionally. The third practice is subconscious reprogramming journaling. So this is a perfect time to work on reprogramming of your subconscious mind. And some of you most probably have already entered into this mode where you're practicing this. You can do it in the morning or maybe before you go to sleep, whatever it is. I will give you 3 examples. One is that you write, today I chose the timeline where, and then you write whatever you want, like where I succeed financially, or I succeed, or I'm happy, where I'm free, or when I'm completely at peace, whatever it is. The second is, I trust myself, even when, and then fill the gap. Like I trust myself, even when I see no results, even when everyone doubts me, or something like that. And the third one, my future is not defined by my past because, and then write. My future is not defined by my past because I'm the creator of my future, and I can create from my creative imagination or whatever it is. That's how I'm doing it. I'm not defined by my past because every single moment I can decide to create a whole new life for me. And then the fourth practice for August is 1 day dopamine fast. This is very powerful. Give yourself 1 day this month without social media, news, or artificial stimulation. Let your mind rest, and that's when you will hear your soul speak. So I said 1 day. You can do more than that, of course, but we are living in a time where we're so bombarded with information that so many people are completely forgetting how it feels to live in quietness. Now, obviously, we can't just live in quietness, but more we become familiar with it by detoxing, maybe from information, from technology, 1 day or at least few hours. We notice how liberating it is. It's not about escaping the world or escaping technology. It's a great tool. It's just a reminder of who we really are without it. So then we can appreciate it even more and use it for what it's made, so it doesn't use us, like we've talked about it in previous videos about the Matrix. So, as you've noticed, August is a powerful month in front of us. And if you've made this far, my friend, I want you to know that you are not behind. Just know that in your heart. You are not broken, and you're not being punished. You're being prepared. And you can only dream about what this life is truly preparing you for. But know it's something huge, and it's beautiful, and you deserve it. It's not about waiting it. It's not about being happy and excited for what is coming. It's about living this moment to the fullest, and then spontaneously at some point something new will find you. But you see, more you find excitement and gratitude and peace in this present moment, more good stuff will find you because you're not waiting it. You're being prepared, my friend. Prepared to lead with more love. Prepared to embody your soul's wisdom. Prepared to receive what couldn't come until now. So when it feels hard during this time, just pause. When it feels slow, breathe. And when it feels like nothing is working, remember this. Creation often begins in the void. Isn't there a saying, firstly there was a word. Creation begins in the void. August is not just another month. It's the turning point between who you were and who you came here to be. And I'm sure you feel this. I'm sending you clarity, peace, and alignment this month. And if this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And as always, trust the process, my friend. Trust your soul and keep choosing your highest possibility. Well, this is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting as well. I'm an artist and I share these messages together with my art because I know that art, watching the process, puts us into this creative state that opens our minds, where we become creative, and message opens our heart, so we become grounded in our bodies. We become, we get in touch with this loving force that gives us life, so then we can serve it and create more life through us, through our work, through our service, through our creative endeavors, whatever we choose to do. So we move out of survival, out of fear, out of anxiety, into love, into joy, into creativity, into passion for something, reverence, awe, right? All these beautiful states through healing, through shifting. So have a wonderful month, my friend. And to anyone who would love to support my work, you can go into AttractPassion.com or the link in the description of this video, and you will find my art store where you will find all of my paintings there. You can find prints of my art, some of the original paintings, and some other products. So go and check it out. By buying my art, you're supporting this mission. I'm channeling these paintings. I see a picture in my mind's eye, and that's why I'm painting it. And each painting comes with the message. You can find it in the description of each painting. You can also join our Patreon community for more exclusive content. If you would like to support this or learn more about this work, and if you would also love to support this mission, you can also join YouTube membership. Thank you so much for your support. I love you all. Because of you, we can keep up. So thank you so much. Until next time, one love.